Hey, good evening. I can never actually make that a seamless intro. It always the microphone, either the microphone doesn't work properly or else the button switching the image thing off. How you doing, guys? You all right? I've got to say before I start, I've been messing about with the with the brightness on my camera. I never realised you could actually change the brightness, hence the reason I was always really overexposed. So I've kind of reduced the brightness a wee bit, but I notice for some strange reason it seems to make it looks like my mouse all red, and it's not red in real life, but for some bizarre reason the camera seems to make it look like I've had a kicking. So yeah, evening, how we doing? Who have we got in tonight? We've got Mr. Panther UK, London Retro Video Games, Paddy O'Connor, I beg your pardon, Paddy. Mark Blaster, Stephen Thornburn, how you doing, Stephen? Robert Mitchell, evening, Stephen, and Marcy Manecci, good evening, one and all. I'll tell you one thing, it's bloody cold. It's was it yesterday? I think it was actually really, really nice. I was out for a nice walk yesterday, and today it's been just absolutely disgusting. Seriously, so yeah, how are you all doing anyway? You all staying safe? Of course, you English-based people can now get out and about now that the lockdown has been completely lifted. But apart from up in Scotland, England, and Wales, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales, we're still in full lockdown. Good stuff. I was actually talking to Mr. Panther earlier on. I was out buying something. I'm not going to tell you what I bought. It was it was something that my mate was showing me. I was going to say a couple of weeks ago, about maybe 2 months ago, and not Andrew Braybrroks again. Sorry, Michael. He showed me this thing that he'd bought, and I thought, I really fancy one of these. So I managed to I managed to pick up one, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. Obviously, I bought it, and it was using the safe distance. Basically, the guy showed me at a distance that it was working, and he laid it on the doorstep, and I did a quick bank transfer and stuck the money across to him. So yeah, evening, Ian. How you doing, mate? Excuse me. So yeah, not a fan of Andrew Braybrroks, Michael. Well, I've got to say, if you've ever watched any of the joint videos I do with Lacosa, you've probably gathered that I'm not a big fan of Andrew Braybrroks either. So I thought I'll need to try and play some games and see if I can be convinced, because I did hate China Minor, and I've now grown to love it for what it is. So let's see if we can maybe I might even enjoy Rainbow Islands. Unlikely, but anyway. Did I have a nice lunch? I did, yeah, and like I've said, I don't know if you've just tuned in, Ray. It looks like I've got tomato sauce on my face, but it's not. It's a wee bit in my mouth, it's a wee bit itchy, but it looks fine in real life. But for some bizarre reason, it's kind of showing up as, looks like blood, but it's not. I'm good, yeah. What did I have for my lunch? I had a pizza, nice and healthy. Talking to healthy, I mentioned on my Friday waffle, which I actually recorded on Thursday, that I was having a lot of problems with asthma, etc, etc. Evening, Colin. And I managed to get an appointment for the doctor on Friday morning. And they gave me an ECG. Basically, I had to lie back and they put all these little sticky things all over my body. And they came back and said, your heart is absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with your heart. Now, part of me was thinking, boo. I was wanting somebody to say, the reason you've got problems when you run is because your heart's got a defect. But they said, no, it's not that. So what they've done is they've given me a blue inhaler which I need to use, and they've also given me tablets which I need to take, or one a day, and apparently it's to stop like gases and that in my stomach or something. I don't know. So I went out for a run. I went out for my 30-minute run yesterday, and I also, not my run, a 30-minute walk, and I also managed to do 2 miles running as well. So it's a start. You know what I mean? I kind of feel like I've lost a bit of weight. I'm not quite so chubby. Maybe I am. I don't know. But at least the beard's coming in a wee bit. Yeah. Now, what was Lewis saying? Cameras always pick up more red. Oh, that's strange, isn't it? Yeah, I had to adjust it a wee bit because it looked like the whole of my face was kind of red. So don't know what's going on there. Anyway, listen, I'm going to crack on. You didn't tune in to hear me talk pish. You tuned in to watch me play games not very well. Nope, you're going to have to wait for the Mamemeister look at Ray. Coming very, very soon. Evening, Arvid. Arvid Barendrich. Yeah, as you probably gathered, I shaved off my beard. When was it? Was it the middle of the week? I think it was. And I look like a cross between Matt Lucas and, if anybody watches Game of Thrones, the eunuch, the guy that's completely bald, I look like him. So the beard is going to go back on again. It's going to take a wee bit of time, but anyway. Right, yeah, Andrew Braybrrook Flavoured Edition, that's what I've called it. So I'm going to look for some Andrew Braybrrook games. Now I think there are. He did do some games on the Amiga, I know that much. You always talk pish. I do. You wouldn't be tuning in any other way. Right. Well, I'll tell you what, before I start, let's get this ugly boy put down there. You can sit down there and behave yourself. Right, so what I'm going to do, yeah, the C64 one is switched on, as is the Spectrum one. Well, I'm just going to noodle through them. Oh, he did Iridium 2 in Amiga. He also did Fire and Ice, I think, as well, didn't he? So I'm just going to go through them in order. Ah, God, right, okay. There's a vegan bodybuilder called Hench Herbivore. Who coincidentally also has a live stream now. You look a bit like him. Well, it's got to be a plus. A lot of people also think I look like Midge Ure off Ultravox. I did kind of see it. I don't quite see it myself. Certainly not with a beard. But yeah, I've been compared to lots of people. Phil Collins. One of my mates also thought I looked like Tony Robinson. You know, Blackadder Baldrick. That was one of the more flattering ones, I think. I've had a few in my day. I also had Emilio Estevez back in 1985 when I had my mullet and my moustache. So yeah, Hench Herbivore. I'll need to check him out. Right, anyway, Alley Cat. Yeah, that's the first one, released in 1986 by Hewson Consultants. Right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to plug in my C64 joystick. because I prefer to play it using the proper joystick. Yeah, Phil Collins, Duncan Goodhue. Man, I think you're kind of stretching it a wee bit there, Chris. I think you're saying Duncan Goodhue purely because he's bald. But I do see the mid-jure a wee bit. Right. Okay, Alicat. Evening, Neil. How you doing, buddy? And it's not like you to tune in. Normally you're tuning in just as I'm about to finish. Right, anyway. Enough of me talking. Bish. Alicat. I'm just going to narrow that down. Now I am actually downloading some software for of one of my mates, Kenny, for said purchase. So yeah, what's Arvik is saying? Well, sorry, Ray is saying Ultravox were a great band. You know what? I absolutely loved Ultravox. I've got their greatest hits. Loved that was one of my most played kind of albums back in the day. Uridium was also on the NES. Really? I didn't know that. Seriously, it was on the NES. The mere mention of Andrew Braybrroks makes me flash back to Zap 64 and immediately reading his coding diaries. Yeah, that was, he did, was it Paradroid, I think it was. Alicat was odd, I never understood what you had to do. Yeah, as I'll demonstrate shortly, you'll see that. Most of his games were highly rated in the C64. I was never a big fan of any of them. Me neither, to be fair, Robert. Lewis is saying, whoop, just won a Sega Saturn multi-tap on eBay. Oh, nice one. Just need some friends now. Yeah, I've got that problem as well. That's the biggest problem I find with classic systems is we don't have anybody to play with, which is a bit unfortunate. We are actually going to look into seeing if we can. I don't know. Apparently, you can play Vice games. In fact, let's just have a look just now. I've got Vice loaded up. Settings. Apparently you can actually play it online. I don't know how well that works. Or have you got to use, is it Kalira or something, I think it is? I don't know. We're going to look into it anyway. That would be interesting. Right, anyway, let's get going with this thing. Joystick settings. Does it really RetroArch? Need to try that. Right, retro joystick. How's it looking? Is that kind of alright? Yeah, that looks alright to me. I'll just move him over there. Right, let me know how the sound balance goes. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to read the instructions. It's Alicat racing season. Can you become Alicat champion? Blah 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 blah. Choose between demolition derbies, time trials, endurance epics, and others. Spin your multi-mode Alicat speeder over fearsome landscapes. Career past the cavorting caterpillar. Try saying that when you're drunk. Gyrate around the gripping gravelcraft. Can you join the best speeder pilots in an Alicat finale? One player, monochrome mode. Oh, that's interesting. Right, does it actually tell you what you need to do? Press fire to open racing season, blah blah blah. Your vehicle is supplied by the racing organisation to ensure that all pilots race with identical craft. Steered using joystick. In addition, the craft has two flight modes, speed and combat. In flight mode, the craft is fast and highly manoeuvrable. Hold fire down and move the joystick left or right to change modes. When entering combat mode, 2 extra wing, blah 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 blah. Right, enough of that. Yep, Ray's getting bored and so am I. So anyway, let's hit that escape button. Is that it loaded? These little guys look like, what's the name of that Gribbly's Day Out? The little, was it the Griblets I think you had to collect? Right, let's go. Alright, okay, that was just a kind of loading screen thing. Excuse me. High score. Reset. Now the thing is, I remember getting this game And I really, really wanted to like it, because I'll tell you one thing about Andrew Braybrrook, he knows how to, the presentation is absolutely second to none. Right, open race, blah blah blah. Right, let's just go for the very, very first one, I think. That was straight from Paradroid, if I'm not mistaken. As was that. Now it's got major inertia. I take it I have to pick up these E's, whatever they are. Right, now I keep changing between the two ships when I don't want to. Ah, balls. Bloody hell, what happened there? So is the idea, I presume you've got to try and get to the finish as quickly as possible. As I say, technically his games are just, you know, absolutely second to none. They really are. Right, so this is combat mode, I take it. Stop changing all the time. See, that's a bit of a flaw. I'm moving left and right. I mean, when you press fire button, you're changing. I mean, it's got all the kind of hallmarks of a good game. It looks amazing. The graphics are, you know, are really nice. Sound is excellent. But I don't know. Was it a popular game back in the day? What did you guys think of it? I mean, look at that. That's really, really nice. Can you shoot that thing? Yeah, apparently you can. Ah, right. I've never realised that. Pulling back makes you go up. Pushing down makes you go down. I never knew that. Ah, so it actually flies itself then, right? Oh, alright. You hold down fire button and press it forwards to make you go faster. I never realised you could actually change the altitude. Looks like I'm going to die here, I think. It kind of reminds me a wee bit like Pathfinder. Yeah, I've got to say the crash bit is epic. That's really, really good. Right, what I'm going to do is, for each game, I'm going to tell you what I think of it and whether I would have played it back in the day, and then what I'll do is I'll see if it's changed my mind. So far, I still don't think I would play this game. I mean, why did I die there? I've got no idea. Right, let's try something different. Astro Classics. Or Classic, I should say. I'm just not actually quite sure what I need to do here. I mean, I just kind of basically plough through everything. It's a stylish game with nice sound effects, decent title tune, not especially. So yeah, I just think it could have been absolutely epic. But there is a lot of inertia going on with this, which I don't like. Do I fly through these little things? I've got no idea. Oh, Cyan City. Don't like that colour at all. Right, I've had enough of that. I'm not a fan of that. I wasn't a fan of it before I started. And I'm still not a fan of it. Okay, it's probably just because I can't actually... How you doing, Mad? Mad Moments Ago. Sorry, Mad Moments Ago. Right, yeah, it's probably just because I'm not very good at playing it. Right, the next one... Right, this is it looks like a Spanish version of Iridium, so I'm not going to bother playing that. Right, there's Gribbly's Day Out and there's Gribbly's Special Day Out. Any idea what the difference is? I'm not going to play both. I'm tempted to. His first game, let's have a look. 19. Well, we're going to come to that. Luna Attack. That was released in 1985. That's the. And Paradroid, that was 1985 as well. Well, this is interesting. There's a Paradroid Redux published in. Well, it didn't actually get published. It was released in 2007. Right. Anyway, Gribbly's Day Out. Right, we'll go for the special one, I think. Give that a try. Now, the problem with some of his games is you have to learn what to do, and I don't think I ever actually figured out this game. I did watch Paulie Moz playing this, and he was trying to explain to me what I need to do. I think this was kind of rated pretty high, if I remember. So what's been happening? You've all had a good weekend. I hope you have. I'm still watching Game of Thrones. Like I said, Game of Thrones was one of these programs that everybody was talking about. They were going on about how wonderful it is, and I was just at that point I was watching Breaking Bad, and I didn't have any interest. There's a bizarre thing with me. Sometimes if people go on and on and on and on about it, then it kind of makes me not want to watch it. And it's the same with games. If people go on and on about a particular game, it kind of makes me not want to play it, which is a bit daft. So I've completely avoided Game of Thrones, but I started watching it last week. I've got, I think I've got episode 10 of the second season to watch. I'm going to watch that tonight, actually. Favourite character has got to be, is it Thyron? The imp, the dwarf. He is absolutely fantastic. He's brilliant. He's such a good actor. And you know what? And this is how bad it is. I actually thought to myself, I quite fancy watching the Pixels. You know, a lot of people, there's a lot of hatred out there for Adam Sandler. I don't actually mind him. I think he's quite funny. But I did watch Pixels once, and I quite enjoyed it. But I quite fancy watching it again, just to see the special effects. If you've never seen it, it's worth it, just to kind of see, Donkey Kong coming alive, and it's pretty good. And what do you call it? Was it Peter? What's his Drinkage? I think it is. But yeah, he's absolutely fantastic. So I've got one episode of season 2 to watch, which I might watch tonight actually. Right. Anyway, enough of me rabbiting on. Return to play. Stick the joystick in. Retro joystick adapter. I don't want to give you any spoilers, but what I can say, Lewis, is, for somebody who didn't want to watch it, it's good. It is really, really good. I love it's quite an epic. There's some battle scenes which is good, and apparently it does get better. Evening, Alex. How you doing, mate? Normally you tune in right at the very, very end. Right, influence joystick. Set the real-time clock. Why would I want to set the clock? I don't understand. Right, well, we set the clock then. F1 is the set clock. Change hours. I don't see the point of that, but we'll do it anyway. Yeah, I watched that, Ray. I did watch it. There's been a lot. I'm not really overly keen in the fact that instead of, once he'd done the broken the world record, all he could talk about was him and Eddie Hall in their boxing match. you're not wrong, Paddy. Actually, I don't know why I'm setting this. I think the only game I'd ever set at the time was Little Computer People. Oh, wait a minute. I've got no idea what this is actually going to do, if anything. Right, 17. $17.25. Not 26, that'll do. Right, oh, game time, right, okay. Right, fire to go, let's get going. And it's not doing anything. Is it in the rear port? That would be joystick port 2, I think. Swap joystick. Alright, started. Wait a minute, I need to swap the joystick again. Swap joysticks. Right, okay. Right, so am I right in thinking you've got to basically... Yeah, you've got to rescue the Griblets. Now, is that one there? Right, I've got one, I think. Ah, balls. I take it I have to avoid. Do I need to avoid that? Yeah, I do. Right, come on. How do I get that? Ah, right, you press the fire button. Whoa! Wait a minute, how did I get that other thing? Alt J, right, cool. Right, so what happens that? Have I got to deposit them or something? Is there somewhere I've got to take that? If somebody can let me know. Ah. Right, where am I supposed to go? Where's polymods when you need them? Take them where? Take them back to the den at the start. Ah, right, okay. See, it actually helps if you read. Right, so get that. Stop jumping about. Alright, I've got one. Can you only pick up one at the start? I'm guessing. Wait a minute, where is it? Where's the start about? Take them to the base where you start. Is that it there? I'm glad I'm not the only one, Mr. Retro. Yeah, I'm absolutely clueless. So where does it start? I'm getting utterly confused. Up. Hide the Griblets in the cave. Right. Shoot those brown markings. Ah, right, okay, thanks, Stephen. Does that make them disappear or something? Wait, why is it not doing it? Right, I'm assuming I've picked that up now. How do I? See, why is that not doing anything? It's the top of that little cove to the bottom right. Right, let me so. Oh bollocks! What happened there? That's kind of closed. Arse. Right, wait a minute. I'm going to have to. How can I not get along here? Ah, bugger! Bloody hell! I'll tell you, Airwolf is easier than this game. Right, I wasn't a fan of this game at the start, and you'll be absolutely delighted, Lacosa. We've not even started. We've literally only played one game, and this is the second one. And I'm absolutely struggling. So is it in here? Is it here we deposit it? Right, now we're talking. Right, so you come here. Oh, piss off. What's happened to him? Right, okay. There you are there, Paul. I was just asking, I'm saying, where's Mr. Amoz when you need him? Because I couldn't figure out what I need to do in this game. Oh, balls. Oh, come on. Oh, piss off. You've missed... Well, what have you missed? You've missed me making a complete arse of myself at this game. I cannot play it. I remember... when did I watch you playing this? I think it must have been in your live stream, that thing you done for charity a few what do you call it, years ago. But I cannot for the life of me figure this game out at all. I have no idea where I died. Thanks, Dale. I'm glad you enjoyed it, buddy. I must admit, Dave Perry was an absolute gentleman. I thought he was really, really nice. Right, one more game of this, because I just can't... I can't really figure out what I'm supposed to do. I kind of know what I need to do. Right, so I need to switch that off. Can you shoot up? No, you can't. Oh, arse. Now, I thought we'd wait for Lacoza to come in so we can both see what we think of Rainbow Islands. It's a game I hate with a passion. Probably not quite as much as Lacoza, but... See, I don't like the whole inertia thing with this. Andrew Braybrrook obviously loves inertia. Now, can I pick up that one as well? Whoa! Oh, arse, how did I get down there? Oh, piss off. See, I just... Alright, hang on, okay. Oh! Oh, you bugger off. I'm assuming that's bad. What's that thing there? Right, come here. Right, you know what? I think I've had enough of that. I wasn't a fan of it. I wasn't a fan of it before, and nah, I'm not a big fan of it now, I must admit. Right, okay, that's the second one. Right, the next one is called Intensity. 1988. It rings a bell. Rings a bell. So thank you very much, everybody that's joined me tonight. Always appreciate the company. You always knew when you hated a game, when you'd bought it and you use it as a blank for a copy of a game. Nah, you know what, Paul? I just don't know. I just don't like the game. I just don't like it. I have attempted to play it. I don't know what it is. I suppose everybody's different. Just don't like it at all. Right, what do I do now? Return. Oh, that's nice. I like that sound. Steve Turner did the music, apparently. Right, anyway, let's get going. Thanks, Paddy. I think it's... I enjoy doing them, and it's a bit of a tradition now, doing a Sunday night stream. I mean, what else is... I mean, Strictly Come Dancing, is that coming on? Whatever. Strictly Come Pish, more like. Right, joystick settings. Retro blah. Okay. Right, I've never played this, so I've got no idea. You know what I'm going to do? Oh, no, we don't have instructions. I was going to bring up instructions, right? Has anybody got any idea what we do here? I haven't a clue what I'm doing here. And I would never ever, like certain other channels that say games are absolutely pish without attempting to play them, I would never ever say a game is shite. I mean, I'm not a fan of Gribbly's Day Out, but it doesn't mean it's a bad game at all, because I know a lot of people think it is a good game. But you know, if you're going to do a review of a game, the very least thing you should do is look at the instructions. You know, the programmer, right? What am I supposed to do here? Right, can somebody please explain to me what I'm meant to be doing here? Because I've got no idea at all. Suffice to say, I'd probably be better playing Mama Llama than playing this. I think you pick up the little people dots running about and drop them off at the pad where you start. See, I always imagined that Andrew Braybrroks games would be configured for casual pick 'em up play, but... Right, so... Well, look at that sound effect. Right, so pick that up. Ah, bugger off. Mr. Lacosa's comment was moderated by the bot. There is a bot. What I should do is have a bot in my channel that asks for money like other channels. Not. Right, so what am I trying to do? I think I need to avoid that. Did I pick up that R? Is that a power up? You can see there that he's using the same sound effects. Right, come on. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Can you... Alright, okay, so you can't... Well, that was a nice sound effect. I've got to say, the sound in his games, I mean, he's on a par with Jeff Minter, I have to say. Right, so you can't... Oh, bloody hell. You can't... What to do, Paul? Can you load it up and you have a go and see if you can figure out what you're meant to do? Right. Right, if you press the fire button, you land. So have you got to land on top of them or something? You die? Yeah, well, you don't die, right, okay. How do you get that thing? Rescued 2 men. Right, I've got no idea. Like, we'll give it one more go. It kinda looks like it should be a scrolling game, not a... How do you pick it up? Right, I'm sorry, I've got no idea what I'm doing with that game. Not a fan. If I remember rightly, I don't think Intensity was particularly well reviewed either. Maybe we'll come back to it, as Paul says. Right, this is, I think, Andrew Braybrroks' first game. I might be talking rubbish. And it's Lunar Attack. And it's released in 1985. Right. You press the fire button in the drone, which all the columns run to will land where you were. So do they all kind of run towards you or something then, Paul? But anyway, we'll worry about that one later on. You can certainly tell it's a bit an earlier game for him, obviously the sort of the presentation. According to, did it have the year in this? According to my GameBase thing, it says this was released in 1985. Are they crabs? Am I trying to shoot them, I think? It's not a bad kind of attempt at 3D. Trolley Wally is a great game. I've got a people ask me a lot, you know, is there any games that were crap that you know that were really bad which you actually liked? And I've got a secret fetish for Interceptor software games. I don't know what it is about them. Obviously, Trolley Wolly being one of them. I loved what do you call it? Trolley Wolly, China Minor. I think it's because the music was pretty good. Have I got any score? Right, it looks like I've got 100 points, so what am I trying to do here? Danger, overheating. Why? How am I overheating? It's not bad for a C64, I think. I mean, it's quite smooth. And that's, I take it, I'm not trying to kill them. They're just little holes, I think. Right, what am I trying to do now then? Is there a radar anywhere? Right, what's happening now? Yeah, I've really not got a clue how to... Paul's talking about a map. Ah, I just pressed M there. Was that anything to do with anything? Oh. Alright, Wheeling Wally. Oh, I'm thinking it's something different. Ah, there's something to kill. It's kind of like an early Space Harrier. Right, was I dead there? I think I was. F1. Ah. Alright, so I'm trying to... Can I set a waypoint or something? I have, Neil. I saw the... I was actually talking about it in my Friday Waffle, the Unreal Engine thing. Yeah, it does look nice. Like all these things, these tech demos. What do you call it? Always take them a pinch of salt, but I always remember the tech demo for... What was it? Well, it was the Ultra 64, which then became the N64, and there was a demo of all these... what do you call it? There was like thousands of little Marios all running about, and it looked amazing. They were kind of jumping up and down in this trampoline or something. That looked incredible. And whilst the Ultra 64 was a powerful machine, it never really looked as good as that technical demo. So, you know, it'll be interesting to see what the PS5 is right. And apparently somebody says it's actually coming out in November, I think it is. Right, anyway, I'm a bit bored of that one, so, right, I've never heard of that one before, and I don't see me playing it anytime soon. Right, the next one in the list is Morpheus, or is it Morphus? Now again, I remember having a quick go of this, and you know, I thought, oh, it looks amazing, and it does look amazing. But when I actually tried to play it, I was just like... 32 people in tonight. Thank you very, very much. There's always a lot of people that don't like talking, which is fine. Absolutely fine. But, you know, can I ask anybody who doesn't like talking even just to say hello? It'd be interesting just to actually see who watches these. I mean, I know there's a few people who say to me they do watch the live streams, but they never actually mention they're in. To be fair, Paul, I'm just working my way through. I've got this game base set to Andrew Braybrroks, and I'm just working my way through them. So yeah, that's what I'm picking up. What I'll do is I will play the Amiga as well. Aye, just come and say hello, even if that's all you say. It'd be nice just to kind of see who's actually in. Again, look at that. The presentation is beautiful. Right, this is where it all goes a bit Pete Tong, because I've got no idea what I'm doing. Evening, Jason. Right, deploy ship, replace ship, commission system. Oh bloody hell! It's install system. Right, this is getting to install weapon. No units queued. Units for sale. Scrap system. Install. See, this is too complicated. Evening, Catherine. Commission system. Right, I've got no idea. Hull for sale. No. Deploy ship. Right, let's just go for deploy ship. See, I like that. That looks really nice. I mean, technically, that is awesome. Andrew Braybrrook he definitely knew how to do graphics, right? Why is this plummeting down? It's just moving down. Ah, right, okay, you need to kind of keep holding it to the right. Ah, there is a little, can you shoot backwards? Don't think you can. Right, see, the fact that there's multiple options in this is the reason I would never ever play it. Player 2? Was that like a simultaneous player 2 or something, was it? Right, I haven't got a foggiest what I'm actually doing here. And it appears I can't shoot anymore. Spacebar. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Oh, we've got guns back again. Was that because I overheated or something? Right, I haven't a bloody clue what happened there. I visited level 1 apparently in one timescale. I mean, it's you know, it's really, really sweet looking, but you obviously have to be a bit clever. Press fire to stay. Level 1 time slice. The space bar is where astronauts go for a drink. Very good. I presume you want to try and shoot these things. Come here, you little git. Again, Mr. Braybrook loves a bit of inertia. God almighty. Now it's just moving up. Right, I'm almost going to give up with this game. It does look amazing. It's just a pity I can't play it. But like I said, I would never ever say it's a bad game because, you know, it just means that I can't. It just means that I can't play it. I have no idea why I can't shoot that thing. Right, you know what? I give up. I surrender. I surrender. I surrender. Right, where is it? Let's see. The next one is Paradroid. Right, we've got 3 different versions. We've got Paradroid, we've got Paradroid Competition Edition, or we've got Paradroid Metal Edition. Now, Metal Edition came out in 1989. So, would one of you like to tell me what is the best one to go for? I don't actually mind this game, to be fair. I know it's one of Mr. Lacosa's favourites. Right, what are you thinking? Metal is best. What's the difference, actually? Just a bit kind of sleeker, possibly? Tell you what I'm going to do, just for shits and giggles, I'm going to play Paradroid, the original one, just for a few minutes, and then what we'll do is we'll swap over to the other one just to see what the difference is. Get that configured, right, okay. I did try this, I think, was it Paradroid 2 came out in Amiga, and it wasn't really, it wasn't a particular favourite of mine. And if anyone has just joined the channel, I have not got blood in my mouth. Apparently it's because webcams pick up red more than any other colour, and it's kind of made me look like I've got blood in my face. That Jack Alien, I mean, he must have done an intro in every single game. Just incredible. Paradroid is possibly one of the best C64 games of the era. Definitely my top 10. Jason played Quasitron. That was the Spectrum version, wasn't it? Kathy's saying, I saw a Commodore computer on Amazon. Do you have one? And does it come with every game or just a small number of them? Right, I think what you're talking about, Catherine. In fact, Panther UK is the man to actually tell you. But you get it's a recreation of the C64. I think it uses an emulator or whatever, but who cares because it's really good. You get the mini one and you get the full size one, which is called the 64. I think it is. They can't use the word Commodore, obviously. I don't have blood in my face, but thanks for asking. But yeah, to go back to Kathy's question, it's really, really good. I mean, it's plug and play. You can also, if you get a USB stick, you can put extra games in it, so you can basically have all the games. The fact that it runs on a an HDMI ready TV is wonderful. It's really good. The full size one does feel pretty much like having a real C64. The only thing I don't like about it is the joystick is crap. But apparently you can play it with a gamepad. You guys kill me, you really do. Honestly, why did I put up with yous? I should have saw that coming. Anyway, right, enough of your banter, right? Want to speed up the game? Hell no. Yeah, Ox and Panther UK will keep you right, Kathy, but yeah, I think it's about, is it £100? I think it is, but it's really, really good. I got mine's about, I don't know. Oh, really? They've brought out an upgraded joystick. I didn't know that. Is it any good, Paul? Is it? I'll need to check that. Right, high score. No, we don't want a high score. Restore. But yeah, I love it. I mean, I've got the mini one as well, but I would definitely go for the full size one just because it's got the keyboard, and it does seem really, really good. Right, so this is the original Paradroid. Come here, you get. Yeah, you get some twats that go on about, oh, it's not the real thing, it's, it's an emulator. Who cares? If an emulator is just a modern word, it's a modern thing that allows you to play other systems, so I don't care whether it's an emulator, it plays really, really well. But yeah, definitely go for it, Kathy. If you've not got a real C64, then go for it. Is that what it is, Chris? I didn't realise that, so it's actually running Vice, yeah. We'll have a bit of you, thank you very much. What side? It's got to be that side, I think. Well, you know what, yeah, if Raspberry Pi is your thing, then by all means, get a Raspberry Pi. But a Raspberry Pi is fantastic, but if you just want, I think I did, right, I definitely want, I'm going to, what do you think, I'm going to go for that one, I think. Arse, I'm dead. Let the opponent fire all your shots. Right, okay. So I've just made a complete arse of it. Right, I need to go and look for somebody else to hump. But yeah, I mean, a Raspberry Pi is nice. You can play a lot of other systems on it. But, if you want that kind of authentic C64 feel, then I don't think it's the 64 is really, really nice. Right, what side? Quick, what side? Left, right, do you think? What do you think? Right, I'm going to go for right side. Right, now I can jump in and pillage. Oh, bollocks. I'm dead. Kaboom! Wait, 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 wait. Right, that was the original Paradoid. Let's take a look at the Metal Edition and see what the difference is. And how's the weather where you guys are? I mean, it was kind of sunny earlier on, but it's cold. It's been cold all day. Right, heavy metal Paradoid, maintain a constant. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Alright, you've got to press start and ship will also affect level 0, I'm guessing. Right. Anybody that's just joined me, I have not got blood on my face, just in case you're wondering. Right, this is the Metal Edition, released in 1986, so Gamebase was telling a lie. It said 1986, 1989, but according to this it came out in 1986. Where are you about, Mad Moment? Are you, obviously you're in Scotland somewhere, are you in Whitburn? I can't remember, there was a fellow Scot was telling me they're from Whitburn. Joystick settings. Right, now, straight off the bat, I think it's faster. It's definitely quicker at moving, and I think I'm being a bit cheeky trying to take this guy over. It's also the scrolling's a bit smoother. Right, what one should we go for? I'm going to go for this side, I think. Yeah. Yeah. I just heard that, what do you call it, Play Glasgow's been cancelled, but, you know, not surprised to hear that at all. Lowest score of the day. Right, I'm not even going to put it in. I'm not going to give him the satisfaction. Right, I think I was being a wee bit too... right, come here. I can take you. Right, quick, what side I want? I'm guessing left. What do you think? You need to be quick. Tell me, left. Go for left. Right. He's got a lot though, that's the only problem. Hey! In your face, Mr. Amos. I don't know how I managed that one. Anyway, last time I listened to you guys, right? I remember not the first time I played it, I remember the first time I got to the 999 one, I thought, well that's it, it's going to be easy to complete. What I didn't realise is that the 999 one, the energy still goes down, so you've constantly got to be kind of jumping about. You're absolutely true, Paul. I'll never listen to you guys. Right, which side? It's got to be left, I would say. Do you think? Left? Quick! Left! Left! Right, it's going to be left. Hey! You're just bloody at it. You can tell. Yeah, this is nicer. It's just a bit nippier. Oh damn, I'm going to die. that right? So you can literally only get into the 999 one for a brief second. I love the noise when you clear a deck. It kind of goes doo. I would better clear that one first. I'd probably say that this is my favourite Andrew Braybrroks game. I mean, I'm not a fan of many of his games, but this is a nice game. Was this ever actually ported to any other system? I don't think it was. Ah, right, got you. Right, there could be a wee bit. There could be a wee bit that you've got to... yeah, there might be another wee bit of deck, which is why... you're not moving. Right, okay, let's go right down to the very bottom. Come here, you cheeky bugger. Right, what do you think? I think right. Because that's always going to be purple. That'll do it. Bugger off. Always like, is it the security droids? Ah, oh, bollocks. Wait. Right, one more game, I think. Right, come here. Come here. Right, what side? Right, it's got to be right, I think. Come on. Ooh. No, I don't want to take him over. I'll take... Ah, bugger. I was going to transfer into him. Oh, I'll have some of that, thank you very much. Right, it's got to be right, I think. Is it? Got to be right? Yeah, go for it. Now then, where are you? You timorous beastie. Oops. I'll need to start doing a lockdown sing-along like what every bugger seems to be doing at the moment. You notice that? All these washed up celebrities that think now that we can't go anywhere that we're going to want to listen to them sing some tired old songs. Right, now I think Paul said that this deck is possibly linked, so I've already been in there. So what other bits of this game should you use? I mean, you've got these, what are they again? What does that do again? That just tells you What does that actually do? Does that tell you where you are? Ah, right, got you. Right, it shows you the... Right, it doesn't show you where the robots are though. Right. Really, fortunately I've not managed to come across any Madonna posts from her bathtub, dearie me. Maybe that's I'm missing a trick. Maybe the next live stream will need to be a Mamemeister bath special. Why was when he pressed escape there? Right, let's come out of this. How did I come out? Roger Melly, man in the telly. I'm only joking, don't worry. Does that do anything? No, I take it it's just these things. Why is there two? Why is there two of them? Is there any reason? No. I'm assuming they're both the same. Big Vern, he was brilliant. Alright, let's try a different... Oh! Ah, you cheeky sod, your bloody brother! I don't get it! Right, I'm throwing my toys at the pram. That is good though, I must admit. I do like that. Buster Gonad and his unfeasibly large testicles, if I remember rightly. That was that was Paradroid. Oh god, right, we're into Uridium. Right, I've got 4. Now I've been reliably informed by Panther UK and Lacozer that Uridium Plus is the one that I should go for. Apparently it's easier, you don't have to wait to land, I think. I've got Uridium, I've got Uridium 2, I don't know what the difference is, it says not published. I don't know what the difference is. Then Uridium version 2, and we've got Uridium Plus. So am I right in thinking the plus one is the one I want to go for? Right, since none of you are actually talking to me, I'm just going to go for the plus one. And again, I would never, I mean this, yeah, it's all C64 ones. What was I going to say? So is that the one to play, Paul? Is Uridium Plus is the easiest one? I mean, Uridium is an amazing looking game. It's probably, I would say it's probably the most technically accomplished games. It's, I mean, you know, it's staggering looking. It plays so well, but it's just, I just find it too difficult. And I don't really enjoy it because of that. Maybe if I actually spent time, I always think it's a kind of memory game. Right, high score, reset. I mean, the sound is awesome. I love the fact it says 1 megahertz, so can you change the speed of it? No. I mean, it's probably got to be the best presented. Maybe that and Whizball are up there as the best presented games. You used to score 150,000 points in it. Bloody hell. Well, don't worry, guys. You're not going to see that for me. You'll be lucky if you see me completing the first, is it Dreadnought, I think they call it. Ah, a reason to own a C128 then. So is it going right? Give me some tips. Is there any point in actually hanging about to shoot stuff? Oh, you can bugger off. Oh, it's amazing. Graphically wise, it's incredible. Oh, don't hit that, whatever you do. Oh. Ah, nice, right, that is, yeah, that's... Now, I did like this part of it. It's best to turn when you hear the signal. Oh, is there actually kind of an audio prompt, Paul? I wasn't aware of that. I mean, technically, it's gobsmackingly beautiful. So is it best to just kind of keep shooting, I take it? Oh, bugger off. Yeah, that's what I found frustrating, was the... sometimes you just kind of died without really knowing why you died. Like, sometimes you can fly through the baddies, and other times you can't. Maybe I'm just being stupid. Yeah, it's crashing into the... Ah, bugger off. Sod off. Whoa! Ah! You crash when they fire as you pass. You know, it is maybe a game that I could get to like if I actually stuck at it, I think. One of the best, or the most impressive parts of this game, I think, is the speed at which your little cargo ship thing flies off. Piss off. That is really, really nice. Bugger off. Ah! God, that was close. That were close, Gov. That is a lot easier, I have to say. Maybe it's a bit too easy, the fact that you can just automatically jump. My tea finished almost. If anybody's wondering, I don't have blood on my face. It's actually just the webcam apparently makes me look like I've had the shit kicked out of me. Ow, arse. Yeah, the spec... Ah, damn it, I was going to shoot these things. The Spectrum version of that is not good. Right, that is a nice game. It's probably a bit like Defender. I mean, it's a game that is so difficult, but to say it's a bad game is silly. And I have said it. I've not said it's a bad game. I've just said personally I don't enjoy it because it's too difficult. But that one is a lot easier because of the fact that you can actually what do you call it, land automatically. I'm going to completely change what I'm playing here for 1 second. That game, what do you call it, Lunar Attack, whatever it's called, which is quite impressive. Well, I'm saying it's impressive. It's like an early 3D. There's a game that I want to let you see, and it was by a company called. Let me see if I can find it. And it was one of the earliest games. Right, wait a wee minute, I need to put these into order. Ah, there we are. Yes, it's by a company that goes by the name of Livewire. Now, this was a 1983 game. Now, they put out some really nice looking games. There was one, was it Grid Trap? I think it was. Now this, again, you need to remember, 1983. This was literally when the C64 first came out. I remember seeing pictures of it in, I think it was Computer and Video Games. And when I did get to buy it, I thought it was really impressive. Again, it's got some classical music, which I'm sure Lacosa will tell us what it's called. Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light. Yep, Triad it's called. Do you fancy unlimited lives? No. Oh, this is a fantastic game. I love this game. I think it's awesome. How you doing, Kev? Morning, Squire. How you doing, buddy? I think this is a great game. How can you not like this? And then you don't, I mean, you get a kind of bonus round as well. I think this is excellent. There we go. Fleet destroyed. Nice to see you, Kevin. Oh, bloody hell. This game came out 3 years before Lewis was born. That makes me feel really, 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 really old. Beam Rider, that's another classic. So I was thinking about this game. Yeah, look at the effects, I just think it's awesome. 1983. How can you not like this? I just think it's really, really impressive. For a 1983 game, you've got to say this is pretty good. When you consider some of the absolute crap that Right, anyway, sorry, I deviate. Right, that was, I was just wanting to play that game. You know, 1983, did I tell you it was 1983? Right, programmer, let's get back to Mr. Braybrook. Tony Crowder did his last week. Got to say, after finishing the live stream, I've kind of come away thinking that I wasn't really as impressed with Tony Crowder's games as I first thought I was. It was 1983 actually. I know I haven't mentioned it. Right, Uridium. Right, according to this, we've only got. That's it. That is it. We've played all the games on the C6. Is there any other C64 games according to that? So we've played Alley Cat. We've played Gribbly's Day Out. We've played Intensity. We've played Luna Attack, Morphus, Paradroid, and Uridium. Okay, guys. As always, thank you very, very much for watching. Only kidding. We're only been here. Well, we've got another 22 minutes. Sorry, 42 minutes, I should say. Right. Well, what we're going to do. That was it, and there's not a lot. Right, what we'll do is we'll jump over to the Commodore Amiga, and we'll see what. Did he do any stuff in the Spectrum? I don't know. Did he? He did games in the Dragon 32, really. Right, yeah, we'll have a look at the Amiga anyway. If this thing ever decides to load. Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light. What is your favourite arcade developer? Was that you that asked me that, Kev? You did? Yeah. If you've not watched the live stream, Kevin down the rabbit hole, and if you've not subscribed to Kevin, go and check out. He's got an awesome, awesome channel. Kevin was asking me what I thought of Capcom, and it just kind of got me thinking, what is your favourite arcade developer? I think somebody did mention not Outrun, Sega. So Sega's a close second. I mean, Capcom did do some real awesome games. Right, anyway, what we're looking for here, so Uridium 2, let's give that a go. There it's there, Uridium 2. Amiga launch task failed. Ooh, it didn't like that. Yeah, I was kind of thinking, of Atari, you know, I mean, Atari did do, right, wait a wee minute. I'll stop talking just for 2 seconds, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up, so it's is it window capture, I think it is. window capture, and then I'm going to call it Amiga. Okay, right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to change that to like so, dink, and then what we'll do is we'll just enlarge it a wee bit. It doesn't matter if it obliterates me a wee bit, we'll make it a wee bit weird. There we go. Can't have your host disappearing. Yeah, you know what, I mean Konami as well, you know what, it's it is a difficult one actually. The more I think about it, there are some bloody awesome titles. It's not a daft question, it's a hard question to really answer. Now I don't know if this is going to work with my joystick, so I might have to reboot it. You know, Tato, there's so many. Yeah, it's an absolutely fantastic emulator. I mean, it's basically using WinUEE, but it's been tweaked so that monkeys like myself and Lycosa can actually use it. Now, is it me, or does that remind you of the Tales of the Unexpected, where you got this naked young lady dancing behind a sort of burning fire? It was a thing that used to come on in the 70s. Right, how do we get out of this? I think it's going to use the joystick, which is nice. Ooh. Blimey, this kind of reminds me of what's that one that I bought recently on the PS4. It's been released by Andrew Hewson's son. I'm just trying to see the scrolling. Is that silky smooth? Come on, how do we land? It is pretty smart, I must admit. I've never actually played this before. And what I like, I don't want to speak too soon, is there doesn't appear to be any bits that you'll crash into, like sort of ground objects. Evening, Gan, how you doing, mate? It is a bit kind of, yeah, busy graphically. That's exactly it. That's a great way. A great description. It's funny how when the 16 bits came along, they thought that we all wanted to have speech. Right, it's tell me land. So right, I've just noticed there's a little runway at the bottom. Not runway, a little right, a little, what do you call it? Map. Right, come on, land. We're trying to land. Come on. Right, it doesn't want to land. See, I would probably prefer this actually. Is it along here? This one, is it? Oh, balls. I don't know where it is. Just when I thought I was liking the game. But I've got to say, I do like this. It's a bit more in your face. It's a bit... Now miles away. Is it this way? There's that many stupid ones. Top. Right, okay. How do I know that? Oh, is it the one with the green arrows? Right. Alright, I'm waiting for the... Have I got to try and destroy that? Oh, I like that, I must admit. That's pretty smart. And as usual, it's got a heavy dose of inertia. Can we actually destroy the planet, possibly? Ah. I like that. Graphically wise, this is really, really nice. Hey! Thank you. Right, come on. Can we move on, please? You got to shoot them or something? I've got no idea what I'm doing. Why did I die? Yeah, I can kinda Alright, okay, pull down and fire to open the portal, right, okay. I do understand what you mean, that you can just piss right off. It is graphically very, very busy. You know, it kinda it's hard to kinda focus on what's actually going on. You could technically take away all the background, right? I'm assuming. Whoa. Ah, where did they go? You could probably take away all the kind of window dressing and it would just leave a sort of a kind of basic... I don't like the way these things just bloody drop off the top of the screen. Oh, is that something you pick up? It's flashing. Is it Hyper Sentinel? Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Oh, what's that? Ah, damn it. Yeah, at least I've found the runway. There, it's there. So what I'll do is I'll not hang about too much. And I don't know how it's appearing on the screen for you guys, but the scrolling's a wee bit sort of not quite smooth. It kind of jerks a wee bit. Right, land now. Right, I can't be arsed putting that in. Right, that's, I mean, it's alright. I wouldn't really play it because there's just too much kind of noise going on a wee bit for my liking. Right, next, what have we got? Right, what else? We also have, what was that game? Fire and Ice. Oh, and of course, we can't forget the dreaded game as well. Right, Fire and Ice, let's go. Fire and Forget. Quite literally, that the name of that game tells you all you have to know. Think of the second word, forget. Fire and Forget was a game that came out by Titus Software. And it's bloody awful. Absolutely awful. Right, there we go. Fire and Ice. The Daring Adventures of Cool Coyote. No, but what you need to do, Neil, there is, and it's not even a torrent. There's a collection of all the WHD games. It's all been done for you, and basically just download that and just set it up, and it's fantastic. It's a really good emulator. Right, can you see that? Okay. Hopefully you can see this okay. I can't actually see the broadcasting screen. Yeah, this was a nice game. Again, I wasn't very good at it. Really pretty. It does, Kev. It's got everything. It's got every single game you could ever hope for in the Amiga. definitely arse. It's definitely worth picking up. Like I says, just Google it. You'll find it. It's WHD Collection. I think it's a guy's name or something. And download them, and then download the FSUAE. Now, I did have the latest version, and for some reason I couldn't. It wouldn't work, and I had to get one of my mates to send me an older one, which worked perfect. Yeah, it's a really pretty game, this. You know, there's no question of it. Oh, oh, arse. I always felt like this game was almost like taxing the Amiga slightly too much, that it was just a wee bit in the slow side, but maybe not, don't know. Ah, damn it. Yeah, I'm assuming Mr. Lacosa's bailed out. If he's not bailed out by now, he'll be bailing out in about 10 minutes once we play that game. Yep, we know it's coming. Right, we'll give this one another game. Arecibo Man Part 2, it's on YouTube. Excuse me 2 seconds, guys. I've got a dog that needs out for a piss. Just give me 2 seconds. You don't have to put on the red light. Right. Disaster averted, I think. See, what other live streams do you get somebody running away to let the dogs out for a piss? The singing is a wee added extra. Whoa! Bugger off. See, Monty Mole makes a little appearance. Again, there's plenty of inertia. Whoa, that was close. I'm not a fan of inertia. I just think it's an added bit of difficulty. There's no reason to have it. Or at least give us the option to turn it off. I used to love Roxanne. Is it? No, not. Was it Roxanne? What's the name of that film? Steve Martin film. Roxanne? That is Roxanne, yeah. I think that was the very, very first Steve Martin film I ever saw. With the lovely, what's her face? Daryl Hannah, I think. Oh, Jerks is a great film. I'll need to watch that again. Oh, arse. Right, I'm going to have to go in 2 seconds to let the dogs back in. Right, what we want to do is go down here, I think. I think maybe next week I might do a what do you call it? Bitmap Brothers one, that would be good. Who let the dogs out? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Right, back in 2 seconds. Right. Apologies, I cannot be arsed looking for my baseball cap, so you're just going to have to endure the brightness. Yeah, wet dogs smell, Kev. That's actually not. Right, you settle down. Right, where am I going? Have I been along here? I think I have. Right. Can you kill these things? I'm guessing you can't. Well, I got off. Right, how did I get... Oh, I don't believe it. Oh! Right, I've apparently got the key now. I'm sure there was a bit for a key somewhere along here, I think. Is that it up there to the right? Ah, there we go. Hey! That was a nice kind of use of the, was it the sort of high-res graphics? Ah, damn it. I got off. Wasn't there a, not a Christmas special, there was another version of this, I'm sure he brought a, I mean Andrew Braybrroks was quite kind of good at doing that, bringing out remakes, yeah, that's nice. I'm sure there was another version of that came out. Right, what's next? Is there anything else we can play? How are we doing? We've got 20 minutes left. Did somebody else... Right, okay, do we really have to play this one? Is there any other ones we can play? Right, you know what? Let's get it over with. Right, if Mr. L has not disappeared, he will be away now after we start this. this godforsaken game, which apparently was voted the best Amiga game ever. Nebulous, no, that was a guy, John Park or something? John something or another, I think it was. Yeah, this infernal game, Rainbow Islands. I don't know what it is. I've never been able to get into it at all. As far as, what do you call it? As far as, what's it? John Phillips, that's the name. Yeah, as far as arcade conversions go, I mean, you know, from what I gather, this is pretty arcade perfect. Right, now see what I don't really get about this game, what am I trying to do? Am I just trying to get to the top? And why do I need to shoot rainbows? I mean, can I not just kind of keep jumping right up like that? You know, you can technically get to the top just by constantly jumping. I think what I don't like about it is when you're making a rainbow, you end up going up it, and I don't always want to go up it. Yeah, I'm kind of with Mr. L. I just don't really... I don't know what it is about it. I don't like the mechanic, I don't like the game mechanic of the rainbow. If you could maybe just fire or something, I don't know. If you hit them with a rainbow, yeah, you turn them into fruit. Like, I don't want that to be there. I mean, graphics are really nice, but I don't know, it's just a game I've never got on with at all. I have tried to play it, and any time I play it, I usually just do what I'm doing here. I just kind of run up as quick as I can. It's almost like the baddies are incidental. Even Bubble Bobble, I have to say, I'm not, I don't know, I'm not a fan of it. I mean, I did play Bubble Bobble. Hi Brian, how you doing, mate? I did play Bubble Bobble a lot on Atari ST when I got it. Again, New Zealand Story. I would probably rather play New Zealand Story more than, well, I'd never play this, to be fair. See, I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm just randomly pressing the fire button and trying to get to the top as quick as I can. I don't know if that's what you want to do. Yeah. I think this is about the furthest or the longest I've actually played it. And I don't really see what the baddies do. I mean, should you be killing the baddies, or should you just be trying to get to the top as quick as you can? Because does the water not come up or something? I think it does, isn't it? See, that's how I would play it. Just jump as quick as you can, which I kind of feel like is defeating the purpose of the game. I don't know. Nah, not a fan of it at all, I have to say. Best Amiga game ever. My arse it is. Nah. Right, is there any other games, any other Andrew Braybrroks games we can play before we finish off with the usual, even though it's an Andrew Braybrroks classic? Every live stream has got... Oh, there's a shoe. Every live stream has got to finish. Virocop. Was that Andrew? Really? Virocop? Right, any reason to turn that off? I'm not a fan of it. Nah, not at all. So I've not changed my mind with that one at all. Right, Viral Cop, I haven't even heard of that one. Viral Cop. Oh, interesting. This is an EGA version apparently. So did anybody say that, did Andrew Braybrroks write any games for the Spectrum? Or any other computers apart from the Dragon 32? You're a sick man, Mr. Morrison. Right, I've never ever played this, never even heard of it. I like the sound. Anyway, right, let's get going. Oh, Paradroid 90, yeah, we've not done that one yet. We'll need to give that a go. Is that in a snooker table? Yeah, it certainly is. Right, so what we're doing here, is it just basically an arcade killing things? Did I pick these up? Oh, I do. You see, I quite like this. This is kind of, it's easier to just pick up and play. Yeah, Paradroid 90, we'll need to give that a go. Arse. I presume you can kill the balls, can you? No, you can eventually. Cheers, Del. Thanks for dropping in, buddy. Take care, man. It's quite a bizarre kind of game, though. It's a bit of everything. It's kind of, I mean, it's a shoot 'em up with some interesting kind of game mechanics. Alright, so you can eventually stop them from rolling about by shooting them. Whoops. Try not bang into them. Ah, bollock. Bugger, bugger, bugger. So apart from Paradroid 90, is there any other Andrew Braybrroks games that you can think of? Whoops. Ah, is that arrow showing you where to go, possibly? Let's see him go down, but you can't go down. Right, listen, it's almost 9 o'clock, so that's not bad. It's a bit kind of, I don't know. Right, let's come out of that. Now, according to Ox, he says that Andrew Braybrrook did Astro Clone in the Spectrum. We'll maybe give that a quick go. Let's just finish off with, at least finish off in Amiga with Paradroid 90. There we go, Paradroid 90. Again, guys, thanks to everybody that's joined in tonight. I always appreciate you taking time out your busy day to watch me playing games. I mean, graphically wise, cheers Ray, have a nice week yourself, buddy. Graphically wise, it's nice. It just feels a wee bit in the kind of sluggish side, I feel. And no, it's a draw, I think. Is it a draw? It's got to be this side, I think. One, two, three, four, five. That'll do it. Deadlock? I thought I'd bloody beaten that. Right, definitely got to be this side. That's more like it. See, what I don't like about this one, I don't know, the movement. Is it because was the C64 one like 30 frames a second or something? This one just seems a bit, just not as smooth. It doesn't play as well. And you can't actually tell who's more powerful. Am I dead? I think I am. Wait. Oh, it's not going to be a robot at the end. Right, enough of that one. What we'll do is we're going to finish. We'll have a quick look at. We'll see what that game is that Neil was talking about. If I can find it in my game base. Yeah, I think I definitely prefer the C64 one. Proof that remakes aren't always better, or better graphics aren't always better. Right, what am I looking for? Hey, what was that game? What was the game that Ox mentioned? Was it Astro something or another? You said it was, Neil. I can't find it. Astro Clone, right? Let's give it a go. Astro Clone. This was coded by Steve Turner. Ah, bollocks! It's a arcade adventure. This was coded by Steve Turner and Andrew Braybrroks. Can you see that okay? Right, just move that over there. Kempson joystick, yep. Can you move up? Right, no, you can't move up or down, so how do I get through there? Select now, select mode now. Ah, right, if you hold down fire it kind of, right, so we'll go to the hand presumably, is it? that make him go a bit quicker? I don't know. Right, I can't see me playing this one for very long. Alright, you can move up. Oh, right, okay, so you've also got a cross here. So you can move up and down. Well, the perspective's a bit naff there. You should really be getting smaller looking as he walks kind of into the screen. I'm just trying to see when this game came out. 1985 apparently. Oh, there we go, we've got a shoot 'em up bit. Never expected that. I quite like that. Now, if they'd actually just stuck with this as the game, I think it would have probably been better. Oh, bloody hell, it's too complicated. There's Pac-Man at the bottom. Shoot Pac-Man. Yeah, I would have probably played it if it had just been this. Rather than the bloody the adventure part that's been tagged on, or should I say, this has probably been tagged on. Right, you know what? I've had enough of that one, so it's about time. You know what time it is? It's China Miner time. CHI, oh, we're in the wrong game, in the wrong system. C64. Now, I did absolutely crap at this last week. I don't think I even managed to get to the... I didn't even manage to get to... I think I got to level 2 and that was it. So, I think we'll have time for probably 2 games before we have to wrap this stream up. CHIN, right, where are we? China Miner. China Miner, there we are. And settings, joystick settings. Right, there we go. Right, 2 games, let's have it. Trainer, high score saver, high score saver. It's one of these games, if you think about it too much, you'll not do it, and conversely, if you don't think about it enough, then you'll not do it. You've just got to kind of go with instinct. Get up. Bloody hell. Even now the ladders are still difficult to get up. Now I did ask my mate Charlie Farr, who is, he's just a mentally good video games player. I asked him to have a go at this, and damn it. And I think he's got to almost the second last level. He's just insanely good at games. Always laugh, because I always finish with this game, YouTube uses the sort of, the thumbnail is always like the last game you played, so it looks like this is the only game I ever play when I'm doing a live stream. Right. I'm gonna die, that was silly. That's the, well, not the biggest flaw, that's the thing you need to not do it in this game, is try and rush it, because you'll just die. Get up. Right, this is the bit I really can't. I've not figured out the timing. Ah, arse. Ah, bugger. Well, that was lucky. Get up! Ah, damn it. Nah, I really need to get the timing that better. I'm feeling that every time. Right, time for one more, and then we'll call it a night, I think, guys. You've all gone a bit quiet in the talking front. Oh yeah, I haven't actually, sorry, it's just that the stupid thing wasn't scrolling down. I do, yep, Michael, if you've never actually joined a live stream, you'll get to know that the live stream always finishes with this game. What happened there? I'm sure all you regulars go to bed with this tune in your head. Dearie me. Oh, sorry, I'm too busy. Evening, Kenny. I didn't actually know you were in, mate. Sorry, I'm too busy looking at the comments. We've got some twat truth spoon apparently. Right, let's die and start another game. Because I was too busy looking at the comments. I do make the same mistakes over and over again, but to be fair, this is the second level. The bit I always fail on, it's you've got to get the timing right, and I've never actually managed to figure out when I should really jump. Right, come on! This time! Oh, bugger. This game would only be more difficult if you were against a timer. Ah, damn it. Oh, that's lucky. Come on, you idiot! Right, concentrate, man, for God's sake. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? You know what, that is just plain stupidity. As soon as I jumped, I'm like, why am I doing that? Evening, Bob. How you doing, buddy? Come on, you twat. Get up. Oh, whoa, 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 sweet child of mine. Ah, damn it, I've never ever died like that. It's not happening at all. In my defence, the only time I play this game is when I do a live stream. I've never actually played it outside of a live stream. Maybe I should get a bit of practice. But that would possibly... that wouldn't be the point of the video. I've been off form for quite a while, I think, Colin. Come on, get up. I think this is going to be the last time. I never actually ever. Apparently I'm a tosser. I'm not a twat because you're shit at computer games. Learn to play Paradoid and stop playing shitty games. Yes. Well, I'm actually just playing the games that I said I was going to play, so... Right, any ideas? I'm just trying to see how I can so the laser flashes every what, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, I'm trying to see like 1, 2, 1, 2, so it's kind of every 2 seconds, so ah, damn it, no. Come on, Alan, this time, son. Ah, bugger. Bugger. Now I'm just making it look hard. It is a tough game, to be fair, but I'm getting a lot worse. Did I get to level 4, I think? I can't remember. I think I've managed to get to level 4 once. But I'm just making a complete arse of it this evening, unfortunately. I think this is going to be the very, very last go we have. I'm not quite sure actually. I'm really not too sure. Right, I think I probably need to jump. I'm going to try and let it get out of sync and then give it a go. Bugger. Right, anyway, listen, that is it, guys. That is it for another evening of game and hijinks. So listen, thank you very, 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 very much. I'll just shut that up so you be quiet. Thank you to absolutely everybody for for joining me this evening. It's always good fun, and like I said, if it wasn't for the fact that you guys join me in this, I wouldn't be doing them. So anyway, listen, I hope you all have a really nice week. I will catch you up midweek at some point. And until next time, guys, as always, thanks very much for watching.